Everything just changed for DC. The Netflix deal is official, and we finally know the fate of the entire DCU, and you should be very excited about the upcoming DC video games. What to do, Durag Nation? Welcome back to Super News, where I break down the latest superhero news in 5 minutes or less. And today is going to be a crazy one because Warner Brothers and Netflix just made the most important entertainment deal of the decade. We're talking about an $83 billion buyout that puts Batman, Harry Potter, and Mortal Kombat under the same roof as Stranger Things. I waited to make this video until we knew what was happening to DC and WB Games, and now we do. So I'm going to keep everything simple and tell you everything you need to know. First, Hulk smashed that hype button to share the news, and let's get it. All right, in this historic deal, Netflix is essentially buying half of Warner Brothers after the company split itself in half, effectively so the CEO David Zaslav can still keep his job while making the investors happy. The part Netflix bought includes HBO, HBO Max, and all their film and TV studios. We also learned both DC and the entire WB Games division were included. So that means Superman, Hogwarts Legacy 2, Rocksteady, Mortal Kombat, the Lego games, all will be controlled by Netflix if the deal goes through, which it actually might not. More on that in a minute. Naturally, all the superhero fans immediately began wondering what happens to the DCU, and would this mean the Snyderverse is returning since Netflix has been working with Zack, plus all the upcoming DC games like Lego Batman 4 and the live service DC game from the creators of Arkham Origins and Gotham Knights. Fortunately, we got some answers from the man himself, James Gunn, who did an interview with his partner Peter Safran after the deal was announced, while also responding to fans on social media, telling them things are going to be better than okay. Officially, James Gunn and Peter Safran's contracts are still good and run through 2027. James also confirmed all their projects are still in development and won't be canceled. Those would include Supergirl, which reportedly will get a trailer next week, as well as Superman Man of Tomorrow and the Batman 2, which both start filming early next year. James Gunn also has a AAA DCU video game in development that he teased could feature David Cornsweet voicing Superman. Obviously, a lot of people reacted poorly to this news of Netflix potentially taking over WB, mainly because it gives a streaming platform control of half of Hollywood, which could destroy theaters. But so far, both James Gunn and Netflix have said they intend to continue with theater releases, with James mentioning theaters particularly benefit DC. I think this costs to be amazing for superhero media. There's a reason Netflix had the money to pull this off. They are the kings of streaming content. After all, they gave us some of the best superhero media of all time with Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones. And this was despite them being heavily restricted since Disney owned Marvel at the time and were trying to prevent everyone else from getting Marvel content because they were about to launch Disney Plus as a competing streaming service. With Netflix owning DC entirely, pretty much everyone could potentially get what they want, both Snyder and James Gunn fans, as well as people who don't like either of their DC projects. Netflix owning the video games division is where things could be a little trickier. Netflix is mostly about TV and film, so people thought they might sell off or shut down WB Games. But actually, Netflix does in fact have a strong interest in making video games. They've actually made a bunch. They've just been smaller mobile games that you can play through your Netflix app. But with Netflix having control of actual experienced studios, they would be able to make much better games, which I expect they will eventually want to be playable via the cloud. Like imagine logging into Netflix and being able to play the new Batman Arkham game. That's essentially what they'd be aiming for. Not to mention the possibility of crossovers between DC and Stranger Things. But the Netflix deal isn't done yet. It will take about a year for it to go through, and it still needs to be approved by regulators. And one of them, who is connected to our orange president, doesn't want it to happen. Paramount, who originally made the offer to buy all of Warner Bros., is trying to stop the Netflix deal and force through their own offer. Paramount recently merged with Skydance, who are currently making the Black Panther and Captain America game, Rise of Hydra. Both companies would very much like to take advantage of the possibilities of DC, and Paramount would be in an even better position to do something with the video games. And don't worry, this deal won't impact any of the upcoming superhero game announcements and reveals coming to the Game Awards. There are potentially 9 superhero games we could see at this week's show, and I broke down all of them. Click the video on screen to learn more. And a huge shout out to everyone supporting me on Patreon. Join for free so you never miss an update.